we're prepared for Nick coming back, but I'm excited for him and his decision. I wish him the best of luck.
Did it surprise you get off Dwayne?
So what? No, not really, no.
When you're going as a team like Purdue, you're not going to put up points. How does that affect the way you approach the game, if it does at all?
I mean, a little bit. You just know that every time you got an opportunity to go out there on offense and you score, just because you know you might be in a shootout playing against these guys. Looking forward to playing them.
How concerned are you about the run game, especially in shorter harded situations? Is it a big deal to you?
I don't think it's a problem. We'll get it figured out. One day at a time. We had a really good practice today, so I think we'll figure it out.
Dwayne, in general, when you guys get in the red zone, do you think it makes sense to just run what you've been running all the way down the field? What's been working, or how much do you think the play calling and the type of plays you run should change in the red zone?
I mean, definitely just a little bit, just because it's a shorter field, but we run our stuff and we run it well, so I just gotta find what works and keep calling it.
What changes for you? I mean, obviously when the field shrinks, right, and they're not threatened by you going down the field as much. What's it like for a quarterback when the field gets compressed?
Tighter throws, make faster decisions, buy a little time, to drop an 8 in coverage in the red zone. But just got to figure out what type of red zone we do. Minnesota, they ran some goal line 7, some brackets, so we try to get some double routes going. But just trying to figure out what we're doing versus Purdue.
Have you felt so far that defenses are dropping guys more in the red zone than they are in the rest of the field?
A little bit. We got some drop 8, some second and long, third and long situations. But you got to be prepared for everything.
Hey, Dwayne, when you looked at the film, are there opportunities where you could have run and you didn't, and when you look back, you learned something, or were you comfortable with the way that you approached it? It looked like there were running lanes sometimes. I don't know what you're supposed to do or what you're taught to do or what your decision-making is in those moments. What did you see on film?
I was pretty comfortable with the decisions I made on Saturday.
Dwayne, if you had a 50-50 situation in an RPO, are you just more likely to throw?
It depends on the play, just the route or the concept. If I'm comfortable with throwing it, if it's a give or take situation, But just seeing trust in my eyes.
It seems like you'd rather use your arm than do just about anything else. Is that fair?
I mean, I like to say my arm's pretty good. So, if I have an opportunity to throw, I would like to throw. But, just doing what our offense does and the defense does.
Has this exceeded, the way you were recruited, the offense you were watching Ohio State run before you got here? Has this exceeded your expectations of what you would be asked to do, allowed to do, whatever you want to call it, Dwayne, as this season has gone along? I mean, you guys are number 2 or number 3 in the country in passing offense. You lead the country in passing touchdowns. You know what I mean?
I never really thought that this would happen the way it's going, but I'm excited for it and enjoying the moment. And it's a lot of fun out there, especially with Coach Day and Coach Wilson. The plays we're putting together, supporting back street.
What did you think it was going to do? What did you think it was going to be like?
I didn't really have an idea. I just wanted to go play. But it's been everything and then some.
The progress that you feel like you've made from week 1 to now, just in terms of what you're seeing, what you're understanding from defenses, how would you describe sort of what it's like for you compared to your first start?
I feel like I've gotten a lot better. I still feel like I got ways to go. But just from week 1 to now, just seeing the field, I feel pretty well week 1, but just recognizing pressure, recognizing blitzes, being able to put it in protection, and seeing the coverages, flag, making good progression.
KJ talked about how his phone is blown up, specifically as a result of that one-handed grab. But you've had a heck of a season. What about your sophomore? You heard from anyone that you didn't expect to hear from?
I got your number, so no.
Where'd you get that?
Before the season started.
So you knew what was going to happen.
Braxton kind of told me, so I kind of prepared myself for it.
Hey, what did he tell you? What did he tell you just to expect? I mean, him and JT, what did they tell you to expect once you became the guy?
It's different. It's kind of like a celebrity here as a quarterback in Ohio State. I wouldn't say I feel that way, but it's been a lot of fun.
What did they tell you about media criticism?
I didn't talk to them about that.
What was the most valuable piece of advice they gave you?
A lot of good stuff. Just enjoying the moment, being a leader, not letting the pressure get to you. Probably the best piece of advice I got from both of them.
Dwayne, when you were picking colleges, how important was, yes, winning, but also just professional development and getting to the next level. How important was that to you when you were trying to figure out where to go to college?
Yeah, definitely that's a big part. But when you go to college, you expect to have really great coaches. In high school, I didn't think Coach Day was going to be here at Ohio State, and I didn't think Coach Beck was going to be here at Ohio State. I feel like Coach Herman. But you just trust the brand, trust the program. You know that when you do go to college here, that you get prepared for the next level.
During the last couple games, Ohio State struggled establishing the run. Just what's maybe been the focus behind the scenes, or what are some things that you guys feel can help you get back to where you need to be running the ball?
Just being aggressive up front, moving line of scrimmage, and trying to find plays that work for us. We did some good stuff today in practice as far as what we done before, so we're just trying to figure out what works for our O-line and get it situated.
Do you feel pretty confident that you guys can get back where you need to be? I mean, it's really sloughed off here the last couple of weeks.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I feel like teams are spread the running back, so they're up in the box, and they make me throw the ball. And, they work out too great for me. So.
Like you pointed out, though, teams have rarely ever lined up like you thought they would, defensively and stuff. Compared to your first game now, do you just walk in with an open mind now? How do you kind of approach a game? I know you have to have basic stuff ready, but how do you approach it from just a mental standpoint?
Kind of like you said, you see what you see on film, you have an idea what you're going to see on Saturday, and of course it's going to be different. But just trusting your eyes, trusting your reads, trusting your keys, helps out when you get different looks. We got some looks we didn't expect against Minnesota. Got some anchors we didn't expect against Minnesota. So just knowing that it can be a variety of defenses, a variety of blitzes and coverages, and it's going to be very good.
What do you expect Saturday from Purdue? What have you seen from them on video? I mean, they're not a highly rated defense, total yards wise, but what concerns you about the way they play?
They run a whole lot of stuff. Cover 2, cover 6, cover 4, man, cover 3 sky week, man hole, Steeler, boundary smoke, corner pressure. There's a whole bunch of stuff we got to be ready for. So honestly, I can't tell you what they do the most of. They do everything.
Dwayne, have you talked to anybody about what it's like to play West Lafayette? I mean, it's been 5 years since the team hasn't been over there.
Yeah, I asked Coach Mick. He hasn't played there before as Hardline. He said he went pretty well when he played there before. Otherwise than that, it kind of says like an Indiana type environment. We played last year, the first game of the season. So it's a night game. Heard it's going to be pretty cold. So, excited for it.
Is there anything that surprised you about being Ohio State's starting quarterback and the spotlight that's gone along with that?
I wouldn't say anything surprised me. I'm just really just enjoying the moment and just having fun with it while I have it, and just taking it every day like it's my last.
Dwayne, when you guys are running the RPO stuff, and sometimes there might be a look where either decision might be the right one, but you trust your arm. Is there anything to the idea that maybe you should give it just in the name of getting a little run game going, as it's been a little bit strong for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, there was times where I handed it off. I think like the first play, we had like a Sam rifle pressure, and I handed it off. Just the RPO all depends on what the look is on defense. If there's a time where the linebacker's baiting me into throwing it or giving it, just trust my eyes and just the leverage of the defender. But we have RPOs, we have screens, we have everything we need to do in order to go win the game. So winning the game will get taken care of.